This box of treasure discovered in England is 1600 years old, and it holds an astonishing secret. Here's what happened. In 1992, a man with a metal detector was searching for a lost hammer in a field near the village of Hoxne. But instead of a tool, he uncovered a time capsule, a buried chest densely packed with Roman treasure, thousands of gold and silver coins, jewelry, and elegant tableware. But that's not the wildest part. What's truly fascinating is why it was buried in the first place and why it remained hidden for over 1,000 years. The story takes us back to 409 AD. A wealthy man named Aurelius Ursinus likely owned the hoard. His name was etched onto many of the items. He was no ordinary citizen, he belonged to the Roman elite, and this treasure was worth a fortune. At the dawn of the 5th century, Britain was still a part of the vast Roman Empire, but it was time of chaos. Political storms battered the empire, including Britain. Aurelius decided to bury a portion of his wealth, hoping to return for it when things calmed down. But he never did. What he believed was a temporary crisis turned out to be a turning point in history. Roman rule in Britain collapsed around 409–410 AD and was never restored. By the end of the 5th century AD, the Roman Empire in the West no longer existed, and therefore the Middle Ages began. And the hoard Aurelius buried, along with the empire he lived in, was lost in time. Until that day in 1992, when the history rose from the earth.